Hey, what's going on guys? First Tech Hub here. This is my unboxing and review of the F11 Pro. The F11 Pro is a solid mid-range device that has plenty to offer. Starting from the notchless display that is nearly edge to edge, a 48 megapixels main camera and a 16 megapixels pop-up selfie camera. I have to say this is more than enough to tickle your brain. But before I begin, please kindly click on that subscribe button to join this awesome family and turn on your post notifications so you won't miss out on my future video. So the box looks similar to what we've seen lately from almost every manufacturer. Once you open the box, you are greeted with a small envelope that contains a SIM ejector tool, a quick start guide, important information guide, and a smoky transparent case to help protect your F11 Pro. Next up is the phone wrapped in a plastic shell that has basic information about the phone. But let's keep it aside and see what else is inside the box. You get a 20-watt charging brick that supports superfast charging, which Oppo calls Vogue Charge. A micro USB charging cable, which is the only thing I don't like about this device. I was expecting a USB Type-C in this caliber of device. And lastly, a nice looking earpiece that mimics Apple earpiece. And that's pretty much it inside the box. So back to the device. I must say this is the prettiest device I've held in this price bracket. This device screams premium in every department. The build quality and the material of choice is super amazing. The little details, the fit and finish, and the overall aesthetics is superior to anything in this price point. It feels like a high-end premium device. The subtle gold touch around the camera adds excellent finish to the design. The device is made out of plastic and my color here is called Aurora Green. Whatever Oppo has done to this phone to make it look this nice, I want other phone companies to mimic this. I can't tell it all and my camera cannot do a clear justice to this phone's design and quality. You need to see it in person to experience the level of craftsmanship here. Every little details counts and it is what makes it stand out from the competition, and I must commend Oppo for making such a beautiful device. On the right side of the device we've got the power button and a SIM slot that takes a single SIM with a micro SD card or dual SIM without a micro SD card, which I can't complain because the phone internal memory is plenty enough. At 128GB it should serve you well. At the bottom we've got the headphone jack, a microphone, a micro USB charging port and the speaker grill. Then on top we've got the noise cancelling microphone, the pop-up front selfie camera and two proximity sensors. Then at the back we have the dual camera setup, which is a 48 megapixels camera plus a 5 megapixels camera and a single flash, a fingerprint scanner and the Oppo branding. The massive 6.5-inch display, which is nearly bezel-less, is stunning. Stunning because there is no cutout at all. It offers uninterrupted viewing experience. It is a full HD Plus display at 19.5:9 aspect ratio, resulting in a 397 pixels per inch density and a maximum brightness of 440 nits. Though not the brightest, but it is okay for the segment. The display is sharp with good viewing angles, colors pop, and consuming media content on this display is a joy. The full display without a single cutout is something that strikes the balance between design and usability. There is an option to customize or further calibrate the color temperature under display settings from cooler to warmer colors. Night shield is present for better night experience. The F11 Pro comes with beefer specs in its class. My unit packs 6GB of RAM, Helio P70 octa-core CPU that is clocked at 1.9 GHz for the first 4 cores and 2.1 GHz for the remaining 4 cores, Android 9 Pie, 4000 mAh battery and a 128GB of internal storage. The benchmark scores shows impressive numbers from the single and multi-core scores. And I want to tell you that the Helio P70 processor is very capable. Everything flies on this device. Launching apps, navigating through apps, multitasking and pretty much everything you do on this device is fast. There is no form of sluggishness or whatsoever. It handles every task I throw at it without any sacrifice. The F11 Pro runs on Oppo's latest Color OS 6 that is slapped on top of Android 9 Pie, and it just makes everything appears very clean. It feels light and it is incorporated with machine learning that freezes background apps instead of closing them like what is found on other Android devices, hence improving performance. The user interface is very simple and easy to navigate. The home screen has two styles. The standard mode, which pretty much mimics iOS, and there is a drawer mode which lets you have access to app drawer, similar to what you find on most Android devices. So Android 9 by default comes with ability to hide or disable navigation keys. You can go from button to distinctive navigation keys or totally switch to swipe up gestures, and I like the fact that Oppo has further tweaked this, and I really like their implementation here. The power button does two things. Light press on the power button activates Google Assistant, and deep press brings the power off and restart option. What a clever idea. Still buried in the operating system comes App Clone for duplicate apps, game space that enhance gaming experience, and app split screen gestures. The fingerprint scanner on this device is way faster than anything I have tested recently. It is very consistent and super convenient. So you might think without a physical front-facing camera, there is no face unlock. No, you're wrong. There is face unlock feature and it is very fast, even when it has to pull the camera first. I like the implementation here. You swipe on the display to unlock and it is instant. There is nothing to complain here at all. So just like the recently launched OnePlus 7 Pro, if the phone should detect any form of accidental drop or fall while the pop-up camera is popped up, it will automatically retract the camera back inside to avoid damage to the motorized mechanism, which is a clever idea. The Oppo F11 Pro packs a 4000 mAh battery and it is very impressive. I was able to get up to 6 hours plus of screen on time, and that can even go further depending on your usage. The included 20-watt charger that support Oppo Voke flash charging was incredibly fast to juice the device from 0 to 100% just under 1 hour and 30 minutes. I just wish it had a new standard, which is a USB Type-C. Now the camera, cause this is one area that interests people the most. The huge 48 megapixels camera plus the 5 megapixels depth sensor that graces the rear of this device is very good. The trick here is that the 48 megapixel sensor takes 4 layers of images in 12 megapixels each and combines it into one, and the resulting image comes out with plenty of details with less noise, while the 5 megapixel sensor is for depth sensing. So the end result here drops to 12 megapixels image resolution instead of 48 megapixels, and it is very impressive. The camera interface is decent and minimal. The hamburger menu has options for expert mode, pano mode, time-lapse, slow-mo, and night mode as well. The image quality is excellent with plenty of details, good high dynamic range with accurate colors. It has good contrast and good color reproduction. They look natural with decent amount of sharpening applied, and the detail is so highlighted. The camera also has some AI capabilities which further enhance the image. The overall image quality is excellent. Selfie, on the other hand, does a pretty good job as well. The 16 megapixels camera that pops up on top of this device takes detailed and sharp looking images. The high dynamic range is very good and has plenty of details, though it can be a little bit tricky under direct sunlight where it tends to over sharpens the background, but make sure the foreground image stays sharp at all time. I must say I am super impressed with its capabilities. Both the rear and front facing camera takes excellent looking images with bokeh effects applied. No complaint here or whatsoever. What's up guys, so this is basically what it looks like to shoot a video using the front facing camera on the Oppo F11 Pro. I like the details, I like the color reproduction, I like the video quality as well. Though HDR could have been much more better, but it's still very okay. Do let me know what you think about the audio. Do let me know what you think about the audio quality in the comment section below. The F11 Pro shoots 1080p video at 30 frames per second, and it is very detailed too. High dynamic range is good and colors are accurate. Overall, it is very pleasing. So at 125,000 naira, you get the best overall premium looking device with the best build quality in its class, excellent performance, best in class display, and a decent camera to back it up. I would say the F11 Pro is one of the cheapest phones you can buy today that has 100% full screen with almost zero bezel. Few things I don't like about this device is inability to capture video in 4K, which would have made this a complete package, and the lack of USB Type-C. Other than that, I'll say this is an excellent device. So that is it, guys. This takes us to the end of today's video. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. Like and share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.